Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to do a series of Universe 6 runs. So each run will be a separate video. I actually recorded these like when Kefla like had just dropped, and I've been so busy I haven't even had time to voice these over. So I'm going to try to get these done quick. I've got a busy weekend, and then hopefully next week I want to get some stuff out on like Gotenks and EZA Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I just got them EZA'd, but we got to try them out. So we are going into what I consider to be some of the hardest fights on Global with this new setup. Now, it's not just U6, but this is U6 after... Sorry, I was talking about Kefla coming up, but it's not that. It's after Cabba and Hit got their EZA. That's the newest thing we just got. So I'm trying the revamped team with Cabba and Hit on the team to see how much they can impact, right? This rotation turned out really good, and we're going up against the Omega Shenron fight right now, which is one of the harder fights on Global. I know it doesn't compare to, 9th anniversary stuff, but we're going to get there. In July, we can do all kinds of new videos on units and see how they fare in those events, right? But on Global, we got Int Gotenks EZA early, which is really awesome. And hopefully, it would be cool if they dropped the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks Super EZA soon, too. That would be great. Because I feel like them as a rotation would be kind of cool. Even though Int Gotenks is never going to get the 11 key Super. But it might be good just for, like, the linking. Or on the Tech, yeah, I think I said the Tech Gotenks. It's, like, to get his 11 key, you have to have, like, a over in a flash unit next to him, right? But anyways... We're talking about U6. So we've got Cabba here. So the thing I like about Cabba and Hit is you can, in really hard fights, depending on the situation, put them in slot 1 just based on their defense. Because Cabba right here, I think, should be pretty good. Even though he hasn't stacked yet, Cabba should have enough to be okay in this early phase against Omega Shenron, right? So we're going to put Cabba in slot 1, let him do his thing. All the additionals we can get, the better. So he's going to eat a super right away. But he got it, yeah, so he's still, that's basically double digits, right? Now, the bad part is he got sealed, so he can't get any stacks there, which is kind of unfortunate. So had I known that, I mean, I would have wanted to put Kale in slot 1, but she would have been a dead duck there, type disadvantage. She would have taken a ton of damage. So I made the right play, because either way, it was either Cabba or Hit that was going to miss the super. So at least Hit will get the super in slot 3, and he's floating, so he's going to need it a lot more, right? He's going to need it a lot more. All right, so here we go. Hit at 4.5 mil, and that's what we find with these 50. Well, no, we call them 60% supports now, right? They'll hit like in the 4 to. I mean, they can do like 10 mil attack stats if you get a big field, but I'm finding that on average they're in kind of like that 4 to 6 mil attack range, which is fine because they're orb changing, insane support, all that stuff. Dude, STR Kale's already like at an insane defensive level while guarding. STR Kale is so good. Like, I don't know that this STR Kale Tech Khalifa rotation, I don't know that I'm ever going to remove them from this team. Like, they both age so well. Like, they were to the point that before their EZA, I was still able to use them in red zone. Like, that's how crazy they are. STR Kale, as crazy as it sounds, is the one that will age faster, just because she's, she needs defense to be able to hit, which defense at some point, high defense and guard will age out if the defense isn't high enough, whereas Tech Khalifa has a 100% chance the dodge will not age out. Like, that will never be bad. Unless they start doing a series of events where, like, they cancel dodge a lot, then yes, then that's the only way they're going to age her out poorly, is on that, right? All right, here goes Kefla at, like, 13 mil right away. Not too bad. I mean, dude, we're seeing some insane, like, the power creep is here. Because we're seeing just really casual, insane attack stats out of these units. Like, nowadays, like, modern units, like, getting casual, easy 20 mil attack stats is actually getting common, right? Like, I think Int Gotenks, Tech Gotenks, they can both do 20 mils. I think I saw Tech Gotenks hitting 30 million. And then, we've seen Kefla do the 100 million damage turns where she can do, like, 25 to 30 mil 4 times, like, insanity. Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I think, can hit really hard as well. I haven't tried him out yet, but I think he's like someone that can push that 20 to 30 mil damage, right? Actually, he might even be able to hit 40 if I remember right. I'll have to double check, but I haven't actually even read his passive yet since getting him, and it's been a while since I've seen his showcase. But I know that Tech Goku can hit really hard. Kind of like the nature of his kit was that he hits weak but is more defensive if you get the 12 key, but if you get the 18 key, he hits like way harder. So... yeah, we'll check him out in a future video. I'm just trying to we're going to be leaving for the weekend, so I'm just trying to get a few videos done so I have something to play over the weekend. And then, like I said, next week I'll try to carve out some time to get some more videos in. But we'll see. Here goes Kale doing her thing. I wish Kale was actually better at this point. I wish she was. I said this before. It's kind of crazy, but she is like actually the weakest unit on the team right now, right? Because I think Hit and Cabba are better because they can be more defensive than her. Obviously, there's a little RNG with the orbs, but dude, they stack. So like, they can stack and get crazy. And then obviously, Kefla's better than her, and I think STR Kale and Tech Khalifa are actually better than her too. So yeah, I think Kale is is the weak link. I think we need the Dokkan Fest Khalifa to show up, which would be really nice, especially if she was like a really defensive support unit. Oh, that would be so good. All right, so here we go. This is, I believe this is the last phase. Yeah, this is the AoE phase. So this is where it can get scary, but like this team actually feels pretty good. Like they've had a little bit of time to stack, right? So we've got Kale. Khalifa is going to dodge, right? And this Kale's going to be guarding. And I feel like her defense is high enough to be fine. She's going to super before Shenron does. Oh, you know what, though? Tech Khalifa is in a little bit of trouble because I do think for this one phase, he cancels dodge. I'm pretty sure. So, I think she does take some damage, but the nice thing with Tech Khalifa, like they designed her so well that they make her still stack defense, even though she's normally 100% dodging, so that you can run her in events like this where there may be a phase later on where dodging is canceled. She's not just like instantly killed on like normals and stuff. So I'm glad they still like thought about her defense as a thing she's going to need. It's just she's not going to get like as high as other units, but high enough to maybe, once again, not insta-die. We'll double check here. If we get hit, we know that he cancels dodging because she's on this team build should be 100% dodging. And then, yeah, triple super right there is really clutch too for building defense if we can't dodge here. I don't remember. Okay, she can dodge. So it must be, there's a different video where one of these new ones I'm going to be coming out with. I think there was a spot where I got caught because she couldn't dodge and I wasn't expecting it because it had been a while since I'd done the stage. But yeah, she dodged out fine there. So never mind. We're good. And then we got Hit here doing his thing. And once again, Hit, even though he mainly supports extreme class, he's just flat out good enough to run. He's still orb changing and 10% supporting. So still a good member of the team. And there ate that just fine, considering I think his orbs amount wasn't that crazy that turn, and he hasn't stacked that much. So we'll definitely take that. And then here comes STR Kefla. All right, nice field of orbs. So I usually like giving that to Cabba because he will be really spicy with that. And then we hope that we, get a decent field for Kefla still. But yeah, Cabba's at like 800k right there. So to me, like that's good enough, right? And we got nice orbs for Kefla. Like, I feel like Kefla's going to go crazy. And then Kale, we went into her second form, which is a lot better defensively and offensively. And she's got type advantage. So I'm like, yeah, this rotation's 100% fine. So we'll just roll with that. And then, yeah, Kefla's just dodging. Even Kale gets the dodge. And then, yeah, 9 mil for Cabba. So this is what I'm talking about. These 60% supports, they can get some nasty numbers. And his defense, by the way, pretty good after grabbing all that. And he's getting some stacks in. Cabba's been kind of shafted on the stacking. So he normally should be a lot higher than what he is right now. And I think he's going to tank this for double digits. Oh, not quite, but 60k is still really good against like the STR Omega Shenron. And now we've got Kefla, I'm going to go into 20 mil attack mode. I'm going to maybe double, triple, quad super. We'll see. But yeah, enemies do not last long once Kefla gets going. So here we go. Well, stacking attack, by the way. And let's see. Can he even take 2? He barely took 2, but here comes the 3. So Kefla's like, yeah, I'm just going to put up like 70 mil against you. Maybe had another one coming, but we won't know because you're so dead. So sure. Kefla says, yeah, get out of here, Shenron. And then now here, this is the final phase. I wonder if this is the one that cancels dodge. Maybe. We'll see. This could be the one that cancels dodge, but no, it's not because Khalifa would have died here. She's type disadvantage. So no, I think we can dodge here just fine. I think we can dodge here. So I don't think I needed the Whis, but I did it just to be safe. Like I wanted to make sure I got the run done. I wasn't necessarily going for no item runs, but this feels like a team that can no item run a lot of hard content right now. I feel like it could. I feel very defensively safe. Once again, provided I'm not super unlucky with orb changing. But yeah, Kale's 780k right there, guarding. Khalifa's going to be guaranteed dodging. And then AGL Kale, we'll see what she ends up taking here. But and then 7 mil attack stats, and we'll get a double, maybe a triple here. We'll see. See what happens with Kale. There's the double. So double 7 mil, stacking defense with guarding. Pretty crazy. All right, we got a triple attack, but the last one was a normal. And then, yep, double digits there. The dodge. Double digits on Kale, which is good. And then Kale got a nice defense buff there. So in case, you know, if she happens to get supered, that'll be helpful. And remember, the double, without Whis, Kale, I think, was taking damage there, probably. AGL Kale, I'm pretty sure would be. And then, yeah, see, had I known that was coming, I probably would have for sure not used an item here. I think we would have been 100% fine. Because even AGL Kale is guarding right now, so, yeah. So we might be able to easily call this a no item run. Because this turn, I think we were 100 million% safe there. All right, and then here's AGL Kale at like 9.8 million. I think AGL Kale's just a unit where like she definitely now has the support she needs. I think it came just a smidge too late. Like she's still solid, but she kind of doesn't fit the new power creep enough. Because like, you know, if she came out today, she would be hitting 15 to 20 mils and be a little bit more defensive. So I feel like she's just a little bit below what we're getting. And she's like a year old, right? So it makes sense. I wish they would have like released her later. Like if they knew all of this was coming, wait until the U6 stuff was there before dropping her. You know, the one problem with Dokkan is when they mistime their releases. I think STR Kid Buu is a prime example of them mistiming a release. Very good unit on release. The Buu units all sucked at that time. By the time we started getting, like, Buu units in general have been very shafted because they've spread them out so far. Because we had STR Kid Buu. Then we got STR Super Buu Dokkan Fest EZA. But that was like a year later and like spread out. And like, and then we did get the AGL LR Buu kind of close to that, which was okay. And then we got the physical Dokkan Fest Buu, the Buuhan. And he came like months after that. So they've just been so spread out. And it's like, oh, like the Buu team, like all of those units together could be cool on a team. But they've been so spread out that now, like, I can't put STR Kid Buu. I don't know that you can run either of the STR Boos right now. I think right now the most runnable Buu is the LR AGL one. And then the physical one once he gets his EZ on Global, which I think is part of the pre-anniversary stuff or during the anniversary stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. They kind of botched that a little bit. And then there's still the Tech Dokkan Fest Exchange Buu. They're due to EZA soon, so they could be a big impact as well. But yeah, having too many of these EZAs spread out and releases spread out isn't good for some of these teams. Right? Now, we did get Android 21, which I guess you could consider a Buu unit, right? She does work well on a Buu team. So that is, you know, a buff that's there. So, anyways, back to U6. We got Shenron about halfway dead here. Once again, another turn where I feel safe except AGL Cal. So because of AGL Cal, we do drop the second Whis. I want to make sure I get it done. The group attack, I mean, there is one group attack coming before Kale does, so she definitely could be eating a lot of damage there if we didn't use that Whis. So we do it just to be safe, right? So here comes Omega Shenron. We got the nice sweet dodge there on the super. I mean, he keeps targeting the wrong unit, so he's not really going to put damage in if you keep targeting Caulifla. Okay, she's doing like no damage, but she's, once again, her role is just to be a dodge machine. And dude, if AGL, or not AGL, if Tech Caulifla had the locking mechanic, that would be insane. That would be insane. But yeah, they never will go back on an old unit and add like a new mechanic like that. All right, so 7.5 here for STR Kale. Getting the crits, by the way. I think her crit chance is about 100%. Like she, oh, well, okay. I speak wrong because there she didn't. But I believe she gets boosted crit chance based on the team or something. So her crit chance is very high. All right. And then Kale getting the defense buff there. We got all the dodging. Yeah, AGL Kale, I think, could have eaten a lot there. Although we got a nice dodge there. We are dodging up a storm and a 9.8. Pretty consistent number for her. Let's see. Do we take him out this turn or do we got to go another turn? Do we need Kefla to finish? Probably. 10 mil on the additional. I mean, AGL Kale can kind of go crazy with a lot of additionals, right? Let's see. Is she going to go really crazy? There's another normal. That's her third attack. Does she got a fourth in her? No. She did dodge a few times that turn, which is kind of nice. Because, you know, even when units that have Battlefield Diva, I think that has 5% dodge built into it. So, like, you could have a unit with no dodge, and they could still dodge if they have Battlefield Diva active. All right, so there's Cabba. Cabba, yeah, what 1.5 million defense? Yeah, I think he's gonna be okay here. I think Cabba's gonna be fine here. Oh, and he's gonna get the Dokkan attack, so Cabba's actually gonna finish. Well, here's the thing. Their Shenron's pretty tanky. If Cabba does not finish, I mean, Kefla's gonna wipe him to oblivion with like a near 30 million damage shot here, because she's getting the mega support linked really well. This is the way I like running the rotation, by the way. Kefla and Cabba, and then if you can swing it, Cabba in slot 1, Kefla slot 2, because then she can link with the Universe 6 girl in slot 3. And not because the one thing with running Cabba and Kefla on rotation together, and if Kefla's in slot 1, she is going to be losing several good links that you get from like these Peppy Gal units. Oh, so Cabba didn't finish. So now Kefla's going to finish it with a big bang here. Yeah, 31 million. So, and by the way, she can do that times 4. So we're looking at, potentially 125 million damage if she quad supered. So anyways, there you go, guys. Universe 6, really, that did not seem hard at all. Just dominated Omega Shenron. Let me know what you think of these 60% support units. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.